actually born in the New York city in the Bronx, but we moved down to Savannah, Georgia when I want to say 3 years old.
Oh
So
wow,
so I spent the entire time.
that's
Yeah, so
crazy.
I was not, but I grew up in Savannah, Georgia. So, but and that happened to be my first time back in New York. Was the
Since
draft.
since you was born and left at around 3.
No, I take that back. It was the second time because we actually played when I was in college. We played in the preseason NIT, and the Final Four was in New York. So I forgot about that. So that was my second time back to New York
Yeah.
since I left when I was growing up. But anyway, but draft night was exciting. I did not know anything. You know, my agent at the time was Bill Strickland and David Falk. So they were scrambling around trying to gather all the information. Um, so I just remember, you know, my parents, my family, they were all there. It was set up a little different than how you kind of see it now, how they have the
Yeah.
table, the round table. They didn't
Yeah.
have that. Your family it was like going to the movies. So they were in the in the
Oh,
stands like watching
in
a
the roles
movie.
and stuff like yeah.
Right. So like kind of like going to Academy Awards show or MTV Music Awards show. So they were sitting in the audience, and they had the players on the first row. So you can imagine like we're on the first row and everybody else is sitting behind us.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there at that time, and now it starts, and David Stern takes the stage, and he's about to make the announcement, and I'm
Oh
sitting
man.
there, and you know, I don't know what to expect. I knew I would be drafted within the first three, but
Yeah.
you know, I didn't know what the situation was going to be. And he got up there and he said, with the first pick, the Sacramento Kings select Pervis Ellison. And I just remember at that time, my eyes was I looked down, and then I focused on my family and the joy and the excitement. They were jumping up, clapping, and it was, you know, it was a moment that I'll never forget. I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Man, that moment was probably so overwhelming once your name got called. Oh my God. That will man, I think I'll pass out, man. Especially being the first person, man. Whew. That'd
No,
be
what
like,
you
oh
don't
man.
no, what you don't want to do is stumble or fall, because you know you had to walk, and then I
Go up the
walked up the
steps.
stairs, and then you walk all the way across. Like it was a long walk, and I was like, "Whew, take your time," because you know you are excited, but your heart is beating fast, and that's David Stern. You know, you dream about that. You imagine shaking David Stern's hand, our late commissioner, great commissioner, by the way, and I walked across the stage, and he just said, "Congratulations, welcome to the league." He said, you know, you couldn't hear that on camera, but that's what
Yeah.
he said to me. And and then from there, I got my hat. You know how you typically get your little hat,
Yeah.
Sacramento King, the ugliest hat in the world because it was sky blue at the time.
Oh
Sacramento
yeah,
Kings
with
used to
them
have the
with they
sky blue,
yeah, with the
that sky
white going
blue
down.
uniform.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my goodness. So I put the hat on, and then it was interview time.
That's crazy. So you mentioned David Falk, man. How is he as a person, man? He seems like a genius, man, and the way he's able to market and
Wait a
just
minute, you mean David Falk, the agent, or you
yeah,
meant David Stern, our commissioner?
David Falk, the agent.
The commissioner? Oh
David
yes.
Falk, the
Oh,
agent.
no
Yeah.
question. Oh, no question. He was the agent in the '80s. I mean, this guy had everybody. He pretty much created that model of you know, he had Michael Jordan, he had Patrick Ewing, he had Karl Malone, David Robson. The list goes on and on. He had everybody at that time. And me being the projected number one pick, I got the opportunity to have him as my representative. So, but he smart gentleman. He and another guy named Bill Strickland. Bill Strickland, the name of their company at the time was called ProServe. So he had a lot of tennis clients. His agency was the top agency in sports at that time. So it was, you know, he he was extremely smart man, and he knew how to negotiate contracts to get you the best deal.
It's just crazy how